It is a day no one saw coming as President Joe Biden commutes the sentences of almost 1,500 people nationwide today, including former Dixon Comptroller Rita Crunwell, who embezzled more than $53 million from the city of Dixon as far back as 1990. We'll be using a Nerf gun for demonstration purposes, but here is how this technology works. It'll be installed either in front of the officer's vehicle or they will have a handheld one. Once the driver flees the scene, they will get the technology ready and fire a dart, striking the vehicle. A lot of people anxiously waiting as more and more of the results are coming in. One of the tightest races actually locally is for Winnebago County Board District 16. I'm now pleased to be joined by Frank Pobjecki. And Frank, it is a close race. I mean, little more than 100 votes are separating you and Valdez. What's this experience been like for you running for county board?
It's been a great experience.
Through the organization's vision and dedication, youth movement organizers say they have grown into a vital resource for young people and their families. That holiday shopping rush has even made its way here to Flowers on River Park, where that reality of 2 weeks until the holidays is setting in.
Absolutely heartbroken and disgusted.
There is a deep scar, and it's been recut open.
Justice wasn't served.
This describes the frustration from the Dixon community on President Biden's decision to commute former Comptroller Rita Crunwell's sentence for embezzling almost $54 million from the city over 2 decades' time.
It's a slap on the wrist. She had so much influence on the city of Dixon disintegrating.
Angela Sullivan grew up in Ohio, Illinois, and has family in Dixon. She admired Rita as someone who is successful in the horse industry.
It just upsets me so much that Dixon looked up to her family because everyone believed in her family. No one looked at her documents because it was Rita.
Crunwell pled guilty in 2012 and was sentenced to almost 2 decades in prison, but was released in 2021. Now Biden commutes her and other sentences because they were on home confinement during COVID and have demonstrated remorse and rehabilitation. Even Dixon lawmakers who worked with Crunwell are in disbelief.
Your cost of living goes up, your public safety goes down as we absorb all this corruption cost, and the people doing it, they get rich. It's not the right message.
It's frustrating to me that President Biden would take it upon himself to grant essentially freedom to someone who took advantage of that trust.
Nobody cares what her risk was from COVID. She stole $54 million from our community.
As disheartening as Thursday's news is, Langlois says they are not letting that define what Dixon is.
We are a gold standard in what we're doing. We have momentum. We cannot let this sidetrack us.
We all deserve to live free from crime, but the war on drugs with its inflexible mandatory minimums did not make communities safer.
U.S. Senate Majority Whip Dick Durbin brought the First Step Act to the Senate floor 6 years ago.
With Donald Trump returning to the White House, we have the opportunity to build on the success of the First Step Act.
Trump signed it into law on December 21st, 2018. Since then, Durbin says it's reduced populations in overcrowded federal prisons, reuniting families, and revitalizing communities.
The First Step Act shows that we can do more than be just tough on crime. We can be once and for all smart on crime and achieve accountability without excessive punishment and incarceration.
I actually went with the same mindset as I hear.
In 2003, Antoine Butler went to federal prison serving 14 years of what could have been an 18-year sentence for drug trafficking in Rockford.
Took my last 5 years, I had to make a decision for myself and actually look to change my life.
After some setbacks and challenges, Butler became an HVAC instructor. Now for almost 2 years, he's sharing his knowledge with students at Rockford Career College.
In order to move forward, you got to take a step from where you at.
Though he was released in 2017 before the First Step Act, Butler believes it's a good thing, but it's up to the person to change.
Everybody feels I got a big heart. You know, sometimes my heart can be too big, but I don't think it's never too big to help someone.
It offers a unique possibility for us in regards to being able to keep our residents safe, keep the officers safe.
High-speed police pursuits can put the community and officers in danger, something Rockford Police Chief Carla Redd never wants to see.
The last thing we would hate to happen is for someone to, be a victim of a fleeing vehicle.
To mitigate this risk, RPD wants to use Star Chase's GPS starts, which stick to a vehicle no matter the weather and tracks where they go.
If you would have told me when I started 24 years ago we'd be shooting GPS starts out of the front of a squad car, I would have said that you're crazy.
We'll be using a Nerf gun for demonstration purposes, but here is how this technology works. It'll be installed either in front of the officer's vehicle or they will have a handheld one. Once the driver flees the scene, they will get the technology ready and fire a dart, striking the vehicle.
The technology allows us to keep an eye on the vehicles from a distance. We don't necessarily have to be in hot pursuit.
Chief Red spoke with the Oak Brook Police Department about the devices. Their police chief says they've been using them for 3 years every week. Globally, the GPS starts have an 85% apprehension rate.
Police pursuits are dangerous. It's equally as dangerous to let criminals have no consequences for their criminal actions.
The proposal awaits Monday's final vote by Rockford City Council.
It's not just paving streets and keeping sidewalks safe, it's keeping people safe.
This is such a gem for Rochelle.
I enjoy everybody that I met. We've accomplished something that people said we could never accomplish.
About 24 people wait for the kitchen table in Rochelle to open Thursday evening for a Thanksgiving feast.
Turkey, no gravy.
The final meal the nonprofit serves at its brick and mortar location that's packed with guests, a rare sight in recent years.
Gonna miss friends here, you know, and the good food.
We're sad that, mainly because she's a great cook.
Everyone here is really special. I feel like we're doing something, special, something good for the community.
When the kitchen table opened, people dined in like crazy. Then COVID hit and most of those orders became deliveries. Founder Carolyn Brown explains donations declined from 2022 to 2023, so they were spending more than they were bringing in.
We've always kind of plugged through. It's a little hard for me.
Brown says this is not the end of the kitchen table. While they won't have a physical location, they will figure out a way to serve those in need.
We have lots of memories, because from the beginning, you still remember the first day, but it'll be okay. I'll miss it, and I'll probably always call it the kitchen table, regardless of what it is.
It's an RDC tradition.
Speaks volumes of the support of the community here in Rockford that wants to see this art form.
More than 50,000 people have seen the Rockford production of the Nutcracker put on by the Rockford Dance Company and Rockford Symphony Orchestra.
It wouldn't be RDC without Nutcracker, and I feel like it's our biggest production. Nutcracker this year is going to be crazy. It's different from last year technical-wise, so it's like the most exciting I would say it's been.
This year will be the show's largest cast in 4 years with 125 performers and more than 200 costumes.
On that end, it's a bit challenging, but the reward is fabulous.
The cast is made up of veteran dancers and first-timers between 6 and 75 years old.
You think they're older, they're younger, I can't really connect with them. No, it's not true. You learn that you can have relationships and friendships with so many people with different backgrounds. I was watching when they were rehearsing and everything, and it looked really fun, so I decided to do it.
The cast rehearses 3 times a week for more than 10 weeks. The cast will also host an exclusive hour-long sold-out performance of the Nutcracker in English and Spanish for almost 2,000 students.
I hope people can come because it is a show not to be missed.
You feel like you're way behind, and I've just been trying to catch up ever since.
With a shorter time to shop for the holidays, some shoppers feel pressed for time. Because of this, people like Nikki Tibbetts shop local for those last-minute gifts.
I can find something beautiful and all natural and a gift that's locally made that anybody I give it to is going to be thrilled to receive.
One of those local businesses is One Love Candle and Bath. Owner Stephanie Francini says they have staff coming in early and staying late, hand-making the items to keep up with demand.
We have had a huge influx of online orders, which we've been delighted to see.
Francini says they have roughly 30% of the inventory they originally expected to sell in the last 14 days.
I wasn't sure what to expect, if we were going to be a little bit ahead, a little bit behind, but we are staying on trend, and we're hopeful that we will start ramping up in the next 2 weeks.
That holiday shopping rush has even made its way here to Flowers on River Park, where that reality of 2 weeks until the holidays is setting in.
The amount of physical walk-in traffic that actually comes into the store to
look at things, to purchase things, to order things. Every day you can see an incremental increase.
Owner Chad Almond says poinsettias fly off the shelves, restocking them every other day. They brought in 2 to 3 more people to work on those orders, including centerpieces and hostess gifts.
We deliver anything that we have in the store, so they like to pre-order it and be ready and kind of get things ready in advance.